Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to a new video. In today's video I'm going to fish at my local pond, but not on the specimen lake that I usually fish at. I am fishing at the match lake, and not just a normal session, but also is it going to be an overnight session. I already have my shelter set up here. You've maybe seen a few night sessions at the local pond in previous videos, and this was at the specimen lake, which is located behind me over there when you go down there. Now I am going to be fishing just natural baits, sweet corn and worm mostly, maybe waftus. When I got here this morning I really wasn't in a rush. I just got set up. I am currently having a coffee and a sandwich just to get the session started. I mean, there's a bit of a ripple on the water now. Earlier there was absolutely nothing. It was just flat calm. And as you can see in the background, maybe the road is quite busy because yeah, work traffic and stuff. Everyone's getting to work now. It should calm down a bit later, and especially during the night it should be quiet because no cars will be there. I'm gonna go have my coffee now, and after that I'm gonna get my rig set up and I'll talk to you then. Alright guys, I have been fishing for about 2 hours now and there hasn't been too much action yet. This rod that I set up earlier, I first had it on worm, but there was absolutely nothing. I just have it set up on a bite alarm, and now I actually switched it to sweet corn on like a quick stop hair rig, and I've had a few liners. And then I have been fishing my feeder rod on just like a cage feeder with some ground bait. I prepared some ground bait here earlier. This is the ground bait. It's like half ground bait, half pellets, sort of mixed with sweet corn. I put some pellet soak in and like the sweet corn water, but yeah, not much at all. In fact, I didn't have a single liner or nothing on it, and I was fishing towards the reeds where it's usually really good for F1s during the summer months at least. So I have decided to prepare myself some micro pellets. Now I wasn't really gonna plan using method feeder and wafters this session, but I did bring it just in case. Now because the water is that murky, like it is really murky, I do feel like the best chances of me getting a bite today is on a method feeder. For now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just letting the pellets rest a bit because I just soaked them. I am starting with a little yellow method feeder on like a small method feeder. There's a fish on. Finally fish on. But it's a tiny fish, whatever it is. It's absolutely tiny. Might be like a small skimmer. Tiny skim probably. Yeah, it is, but I don't care. A fish. A fish is a fish. Small skimmer, but a fish is a fish. Very happy about that. Gonna let him go again. And this is the rig. Just a sweet corn hair rigged on a quick stop, and I think that's a size 12 hook or something. Yes, didn't blank. Yes. I mean, they're not really fighting hard, them fish, you know, but doesn't even want to go. Oh, there's a fish on us as well. Yep. Oh, there's a fish on here as well. Oh god, yeah. Oh my god. Double take. Almost. I don't know for how long this has been on, because I do have a bite alarm, but I have it on the lowest volume, just because I don't want to annoy the other angler that's here. That's a small fish as well though. It is a softer rod, so the fish might look bigger than it actually is. Oh no, is it snagged? I think I got it out. I feel like it was snagged. I don't know, maybe it's followed or something, because it's weird. I'm not feeling any head shakes whatsoever. What is it? Is it a skimmer again, or what happened suddenly out of nowhere? Like, didn't have a single, no take, and like it is kiting to the side though. I wonder if that's an F1 that is just not fighting right now. Wouldn't be the first time. Oh, no. I have a feeling it's an F1. even though it's not fighting much. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's an F1. Yes, yes. Nice F1. Yeah, it's not far hooked. It's in the lip. Alright guys, so as you saw, my one rod went off. Had the small skimmer on just a sweet corn with the quick stop hair rigged, and then I look away because I wanted to just like look towards my ground bait, which is on this side, and then I just saw my tip slightly, ever so slightly move, and it turns out, oh, there was an F1. Yeah, it's not powered out. It barely fought, but yeah, that's the F1. Nice fish. Maybe like maybe 4 pounds. At least I'm not blanking. I'm gonna let him go because he's for some reason bleeding. Okay, I'm just gonna go through the rig I'm using on my feeder rod, or my cage feeder rod. Basically just using the Corum bolt and run kit, but I'm only using it on a free running, so I don't clip it into this little groove, which would make it like a bolt and run. So it's just free running. Just got a little kicker here to make sure that the hook link kicks away from the feeder so it doesn't tangle. And then what I have is just a regular small grain of peas corn. Oh, oops, small grain of peas corn. A small piece of grain corn, and I'm just gonna go through with the quick stop and have it just like that. And then, like I was showing earlier already, stuff the feeder with it. Now I'm trying to keep it a bit more loose. I don't like pack it fully because I'm not really casting that far either. And then let's see, I was sort of casting, I don't have it clipped or anything, but it was sort of, I was probably further than that, but that'll do. It always does. And then put this bobbin on just like this, just for a bit of indication, and so I can hear it when I'm busy with my method feeder rod there. And now getting to the method feeder rod. By the way, the F1 that was bleeding, I think it was because during the fight, I think the line got like in its gill or something. This is why it also felt like I was follow hooking the fish, I think, but everything should hopefully be fine. Oh, that's a nightmare. I was just gonna get some wafters, and the wafters are now all tipped in there. Oh man. Oh, I'll sort this another time. I can't be bothered right now. Perfect. Great. I think this is where I casted last time. And I do use a bobbin on the bite indicator just because, well, I'm not all the time looking at my rod tip, because I mean it is winter fishing at the end of the day and the fish are more lethargic. So I have this set up because just in case I am looking at my phone, and this is what I have, this great contraption set up. I think this is like an NGT phone stand or something. You can just attach it to like your bed chair or your chair leg, and it's brilliant. I'm just watching some fishing videos. Adam's Fishing Adventures right now. Shout out, and yeah. All right guys, we are getting closer and closer to sunset. The sun is soon going down. Not much of sunlight left. So far has been quiet since those two fish earlier. I've had a few liners here and there on both rods, but not much that happened. I mean, I did try out to cast in many different areas with the method feeder. I kind of got liners everywhere. Not many, but like I couldn't hook into anything. I changed baits, tried different colors, tried like sweet corn, all that, like nothing would work. And then on this rod, which currently has a worm, I actually changed to like a worm kebab rig on the herring. Casted is not too far, just to see if there's maybe a perch around us so that I would take it. I'm still hoping to catch a perch. I actually would like to catch one, that's why I changed to worm. Now this is some Robin Red method mix that I put in, gave it a good shake, mixed everything together, and it does smell very spicy now. So there's much more smell coming from it, which I hope should work in this murky water. I think the plan now is I'm actually going to get my method feeder rod in. I'm going to change it to this one, which is also on a free running cage feeder. And so on this one I will have the worm, which is currently out, and on this one I will have 2 sweet corn. Okay, thank you for your service, method feeder. You did get me an F1 today, which might be the only F1 of this whole video, but we'll see. I will stay optimistic. I have a feeling that tonight is gonna be good. We will see. I'll put this rod here, and this one is being fired out straight in the lake. All right, perfect. Now on sweet corn I could technically catch anything but perch and eel, and on the worm I could catch anything, including the worm and the eel, the perch and the eel. So yeah, it's gonna be a very cold night. It's gonna go down to 0 degrees. It was, I think, 6 degrees throughout the day today, but I was in the shade all day because the sun went up there. I kind of just went like there. The sun is now fully gone and the light is going to start fading very, very soon. I've not had anything, not a single liner since I put them out again earlier. Now the water is absolutely flat, like there's not a single ripple on the water. It actually looks okay. There is some ripples here for some reason. Yeah, they're coming from there, but on this side there's absolutely nothing. And because of that I can actually see some like fish activity, just like tiny swirls, nothing big at all. Although I did see something big like far, very far. I can probably not reach it from here, but there's something that just happened right here. So I really don't know how the fishing is gonna be, but I still want to go out fishing, because like if you just sit at home and you don't go fishing, you don't give it a try, then you don't catch guaranteed. So you need to go out and you need to try catch something, and trust me, it's going to be much more rewarding if you do catch something. Like I went out today, I actually did catch an F1, and my secret goal is 1 F1. I really want to catch 1 F1 because I know winter fishing can be really hard. And of course I'm not just going to turn up and start begging. I knew that already. I mean, earlier I told you that the air pressure was high, but I'm gonna check the weather right now quickly just to show you how high it really is. Here, 1043, and tomorrow it is dropping a little bit, but yeah, this is not good at all for fishing, really. It's gonna be interesting, but I will keep you guys updated should something happen. And the next scene might be me waking up in the middle of the night if nothing happens before that. So I'm gonna sign out for now, and I'll talk to you again once something happens. Peace out. There's a robin in my bivvy, or like in front of my bivvy right now. Don't know if you guys can see it. I decided to switch to a lead. This is only 1.5 ounce, and then put on a fresh worm. Now it was just wiggling like crazy, but right now it's just playing dead. I feel like if I get a fish tonight, I feel like on this rod it's gonna be an eel. I don't know, I just saw a swirl right there. I don't know if you guys saw that, but let me actually cast really close to where I've just seen that swirl. Perfect. Now I'm opening the drag fully, so that if a predator takes line, it feels least amount of resistance as possible. Now those reels, these Daiwa Ninja 3000 BG Golds, I think, like their drag is so like smooth if you have it all the way open. It's really nice. Okay, and this rod is set for the night. I might just take a bit of ground bait and just scoop it in. Where I casted that rod. That's about right. Doesn't have to be perfect. And also one more thing, if you guys have seen the last video, which was the eel night fishing video, you've seen that my GoPro light died, and in general the light was pretty bad in the night, so I decided to invest in this bad boy here. It is a really, really bright night light, and I can put it even brighter. So yeah, this one Should be light enough. And then just for your information, this is the lowest setting possible, the lowest light setting possible. So I think recording at night should be fine with this. Good morning, everyone. Now, in the night, I sadly didn't have too much. I woke up once. I had to get out because like this predator rod on the free running on the worm the bobbin wasn't moving a little bit, so I was just waiting for a few minutes next to it in case like if it was an eel, if it would take the bait and then run, but this never happened. And then the other rod, nothing has happened either. Well, this is what I thought, because when I got up I did have a skimmer on for some reason. Like it barely even moved. Like I never got woken up by my bite alarms or anything. It is just a small skimmer, and I'm just gonna let him go again. There it goes. But yeah, as you can see, the water's half frozen over. It is very thin ice, so but like yeah, this is not good. Not necessarily the big bream that I was after in the night, but I mean, a fish is a fish, right? I'm gonna go and check this predator rod. I'm guessing the worm is off, because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even like check the bait or considered even like rebaiting, because it was so cold in the night. Everything was white. The drink I had inside my bivvy froze over halfway. This is how cold it was. It was like, I was just like on the edge, man. Nope, nothing on. And the worms aren't even off fully. I mean, they're definitely chewed. There's only a tiny piece of the worm left. But yeah, it's not fully off. I mean, to be honest, I can probably like fish this these margins, or if I want to, I could go with the next swim here and have a way bigger area. Yeah, I could maybe fish towards the left there. But first I'm gonna get situated. I'm gonna tidy up a bit, because like it seems like everything is wet, and I need some food, maybe a coffee if I have enough gas, because I think the gas ran out last night, or is about to run out. So oh, nightmare session, man. Not the most pleasant session you could wish for, but hey, we still have a chance for a bite. I'll get sorted and then I'll talk to you guys. Peace. I did change packs now. You could see my bivvy all the way there. This is where I fished yesterday, and then just after, when I was mentioning I maybe should change packs, I went one further, and then I realized, oh wait, there's absolutely no ice in front of this one, or at least not now anymore, because all the like this big ice thing just like moved to the right, and like this is all free. So yeah, I've just been fishing this one method feeder rod. I still have my cage feeder with the sweet corn set up by my shelter. It's very close in, because you cannot go very far there at all, because the ice is right in front of it. But yeah, I'm just sitting here with a method feeder, just trying different areas. But I think I've had one liner. But yeah, besides that, not much happening. I was considering not uploading this video and just scrapping it, but I think I would still upload it, just to, well, in the end I did catch fish. I just saw a tiny fish top right in front of me. In the end I did catch fish, and this is the reality of fishing. You can't always catch, and especially in conditions like this where it's literally frozen over. The water is ice cold. It is ice cold outside. The air pressure is really high. It is sunny. It really is terrible fishing conditions, but that's it. But if you go out yourself and fish in those bad conditions, they will definitely make you appreciate the nice conditions more, and like summer fishing when it's warm and you can just sit out with a t-shirt or a hoodie or whatever, with a sweater. It's gonna make you appreciate them so much more, and I cannot wait for them. It is currently the first week in February, so it's probably gonna take like one more month for it to slowly start to get warmer. The wind is also starting to pick up, and it is a northeast wind, so it is really cold and it's blowing right into my face. So I am considering just going back onto my shelter and maybe have my rods out in the margins or something there, because it is everything but comfortable. And additionally, basically my whole tackle, everything is wet, from condensation, then frost, then melting again, and I don't know, man. I need to dry everything out somehow. This is one whole mess here. This session is one whole mess, but It's alright. That is fishing. Probably about like 5 hours more of fishing, roughly. Now I don't think I'll catch, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I'll catch. The conditions are just, especially now with the lake half frozen over, it's just really bad, and I'm not gonna bother. I'm not gonna bother having my hopes too high up is what I'm saying, you know. We'll see. So I was just fishing over there and I just heard my bite alarm going off. I come over, see the tip bent, see the bobbin all the way up, and I realize, oh wait, it's just the eye. It's literally like moved into the swim fully. Like it completely. This is really not fishable right now. I'm considering just like taking the rods out, giving it an hour or two, see if the ice melts a bit, and then start fishing again. Yep, I'll have to give it a bit and see if it melts. It just feels heavy like yesterday, the F1. It's probably another F1 to be honest. Oh no, there's a tree now. Let's go under the tree. There we go. Didn't come up yet. I think it is in the front that it should be. I've just been in my bivvy, just chilling. Checked this rod out after the ice melted, about like an hour ago. I just need to grab my net, which is behind me. What is it? What is it gonna be? It's definitely an F1. It's not a Skimado, that's for sure. Let's see if it's a good one. Ooh, it's not a bad one. It woke up, I think. Woke up from its winter sleep. Didn't think I would catch anything today, you know. Come up now. Oh, not ready yet. It's going to be ready in a second, yeah. Just need to get its head up basically, but it's like super fun on light rods like this. Really, really fun. Yeah. sir. It's a nice one. Oh, that's a chunky one. Holy. It's quite it's quite wide. I might, might measure that one. There's actually a leech. There's a leech on its mouth. There we go. Weighs 6 ounces. The weighing sling. And let's see. Oh, that's a nice one. 5.5. 5 pounds, 5 ounces. That's a nice F1, It's probably the second biggest F1 I've ever caught or so. Just gonna let him rest for a second. Okay guys, second F1 of the session. This one is quite a bit bigger than the first one. And in a nicer condition as well. It's quite like a wide one. There it is. Really nice F1 carp. Very pale, this one, I gotta say. Very pale. Ah, dude, this is a good catch. This is actually a really nice F1 carp. This is great. This is a really nice catch. Honestly, I didn't expect this at all. Amazing. Look at it. It's a beauty. I'm gonna let it go again. All right, you, my guy. You can go again. Back into the cold water you came from. Let's go. And it was fighting really nice as well. Let's go. Yes. Alright guys, I was basically packing up. I already had my barrel packed and half my bank sticks were gone. Like this one was just laying on the ground on the bite alarm. When suddenly this sweet corn rod went off and I did end up catching a small F1 on the sweet corn rod. This is just on double sweet corn, on the perfectly hooked on the bottom lip there. There we go. The sweet corn fell in the net. I'm just gonna release that fish. It's a rather small F1. Still nice though. Third F1. I was just about to. Oh, it's the other side, buddy. It's the other side. It's the other side. It's the other side. Yep. There you go. There it goes. Oh man, I mean, on one side I'm chuffed. On the other side, my net is wet again. I was just trying it out nicely, And I was basically about to conclude this video as I caught both the F1s on the WAF, the method feeder, and both the skimmers I caught on the sweet corn hair rig. So, but now I did catch a small F1 on the sweet corn as well, which kind of ruined that whole that whole conclusion. But in the end, I caught 3 F1s, 1 small, 1 medium, and 1 quite big, 4 F1s that is, and 2 small breams, or as we call them in the UK, skimmers. If you ever hear skimmer, it's basically a small bream, just in case you're not from the UK and you're wondering what is a skimmer. But yeah, that is with the video. Like I said, I was literally just about to record the outro, and hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to see more videos like this, like and subscribe, and comment down below if you go out fishing in winter and what experience you have or what works for you during the winter months. And I'm gonna sign out with this nice flat view of the lake, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. All right, I was just packing up everything. So the rod that I just had the F1 on is already packed, and then this rod went off and it's a skimmer. That makes it even. 3 on the cage feeder and 3 on the method feeder. There we go. Easy as that. And you can swim again. And I hooked myself here, but you swim. Don't pretend like you're dad. I know you're not.